Is your dick fucked up? Does your life suck shit? Is your wife about to leave you cause you're annoying? Sounds like you've got a lot of fucking problems. Don't you sweat cause Stavvy's gonna solve them. He's pretty fucking dumb but he can figure out your problems. Here is an example, you should always use a condom.
Yeah, I guess maybe you don't always have to is my point. Like, maybe there's some situations where you don't have to use a condom, you know? But, you know what? Let's just go ahead and... Why don't we just finish the song? How about that?
Show's about to start. It's called Stavvy Solves Your Problems.
Ooh. What a fucking banger. Shouts out to Pete and Tup for that one. I love it. I'm ready to go. Let's solve you fucking assholes' problems.
Hey, Stav. It's Al from Brisbane, Australia. I called back on episode 8 with Mike Racine. I'm the Australian with the fucked up cock.
Yes.
I'm just calling in to sort of ask a question. I work in a really small office, like really small. There's about 2 other people that work in there. And there's one other girl in there. She's about 29. She's got 3 kids. She's a single mother, recently divorced.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking about potentially asking her out on a date or even just, slide in there somehow. There's 2 problems. One, we work together in a really small office, so if it doesn't go well, pretty much fucking myself, shooting myself in the foot pretty badly. Mm-hmm. And 2 is she has told me that she suffers from odorous vagina. So basically just stinky pussy syndrome. So I'm thinking, is it even worth it? Even if it does work out? Because I might just, go down there and be like, it's fucking Chernobyl down here and it's not going to work out. What do I do, man? I don't know. Let me know. Thanks. Bye.
That is fucking awesome. Oh yeah, my cunt stinks. Mate. You don't want to go in there. Me cunt stinks, mate. Sounds like she's trying to fucking tell. She's probably just like, oh yeah, me cunt's awful. She's just lying. And it's huge, too. Me cunt is... I can't even do a fucking Australian accent. Me cunt is huge, mate. It's Ringo now. Me cunt is huge. And it smells like shit. Sounds like she's lying. She's like, yeah, my pussy's huge. It stinks. There's shit that comes out of it sometimes. Who would want to fuck me, right? She probably knew you were trying to fucking, Here's the thing, man. You don't really tell somebody your pussy stinks if you're trying to fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't tell girls your dick's fucked up unless you're kind of warning them. Unless it's about to happen. But that's not like, you don't lead with your worst foot, right? Her telling you her pussy smells like fucking rotted cottage cheese, that's a little hint, bro. To let you know, I'm not looking for a fucking stepdaddy right now. Now, let's say that is her weird fucked up Australian way of flirting. And she's like, me pussy stinks. Whatever. Then you have to realize, how hot is she? You know what I'm saying? 3 kids and a smelly pussy and an HR complaint. Do you want that? I don't know. To me, it seems like there's a lot of variables in the negative. So why not try and fuck somebody else? Do you like your job? Here are the variables you need to square away. Is she hot enough? / do you like her enough, obviously? Do you mind, if you like her enough, do you mind that she has kids? Perfectly reasonable that you don't mind, but you seem like a piece of shit that isn't ready to be a father. You got a fucked up dick. You're still trying to get it wet. And then how much do you like your job? And are you afraid of the backlash? If she's hot enough, and how bad is the pussy stink? Medically, like, listen, I don't mind a fucking, whatever. Nobody's cock and pussy's supposed to smell good. But a medically smelly bad pussy, that's something else. Because I've come across a couple that with no doctor's notes smelled pretty bad. So I can't even imagine what they had to call the fucking doctors in for. So to me, unless she's real hot and you really like her, this is too many cons, not enough pros. But that's my read on the situation, you fucking little scamp. Go over there, dude. Get some fucking The other view is go get some stinky MILF pussy. Nothing wrong with that. And I salute. And I wouldn't begrudge you one way or the other, but it's a decision you have to make on your own. Give me the next one, Big Ralph.
Hey, Stav, it's Don. I asked the question last stream about nutting too fast, and you made a certain criticism about my voice that I can't come to terms to understand. That my voice sounds like that of a virgin. I don't understand what about my voice makes me sound like a virgin. I would very much appreciate your help in dictating what it is about my voice that gives off the impression that I am a virgin. And that's all. I just want to know how to not sound like a virgin. Thank you so much, King Stav. Have a nice one.
Oh my god. Dude, you sound like a fucking puppet. I don't know what to tell you. You know what makes you not sound? You know what doesn't make you sound like you've had sex? Calling back in and being like, well, what the heck? Why do I sound like I don't get pussy? You sound like a Jerry Seinfeld puppet with shiny cheeks. You sound like a puppet with very shiny round cheeks and a bow tie. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. It sounds like your fucking hair is combed over to the side very nicely and neatly. And you're wearing shorts but with a blazer. I don't know why, but that is how you sound. Back me up here.
I think everybody in chat's calling this guy a virgin.
A big part is that, okay, and you want to know the truth? The fact that you called back is actually damning and proves that I was correct. I don't remember exactly how you sounded on the first call, but the fact that you care, because here is what really sounding like a virgin is. You care. It sounds like you care about somebody's opinion. You know what I'm saying? And calling back is fucking oof, Maron, that's a problem. Because I remember I was a virgin late and I cared, baby. I was nervous. Every time I was with a girl, I was like, I hope I can fuck so nobody thinks I'm a fucking bitch anymore. You're not free, you're not loose. You gotta let your hair down. You enunciate too well. That's part of it. You sound respectful. I'm just gonna have to say you sound like a fucking puppet with shiny cheeks, and I think that's true. Ask the people in your life, do I sound like a puppet with shiny cheeks, wearing shorts, with a blazer and a bow tie? And they'll tell you yes. And hair combed over to the side nicely. You gotta stop caring as much, man. And you won't sound so bitch made. But I respect you and I love you. Okay? You're probably a little nervous calling into the show. That's another thing. You probably sound less like a virgin in your day-to-day. But I calls him like I motherfucking sees him, pal. And there's nothing I can do about that but let the truth flow through me. I am but a fucking, vessel for Hashem. For Hashem to speak through me. Next question, please, Ralph.
Hey, Stav, repeat caller here. I'm the guy from episode 8 who is into a girl with a cuckold fetish, who cucked her and then got cucked back by her not even 24 hours later.
Nice.
I'm pleased to say that I've told that hoe to suck a fat one.
Yes.
And that I have acquired a better pussy from someone else. So I moved on from her and, everything's great. The question I have now concerns this new girl I'm with, though. This girl has done porn before and in a pretty high-profile way.
This guy's awesome.
She shot videos that each have tens of millions of views. And I'm not tripping over it, personally or anything. Who wouldn't want to have their cock sucked by a hot girl that they've busted to countless times in a porn they've watched? It's fucking awesome. But I'm a bit concerned about whether this girl's life choices are going to bite me in the ass later down the line if this thing I have with her ends up going the distance. Because her real name and her face are out there, you know? Is this a legitimate concern for me to have? Or am I just being too paranoid and I should just enjoy my cock getting suckled upon? Love you. Thanks.
This sounds like the last guy called back trying to not sound like a virgin. So I was getting pussy from a couple whores, and I found a better pussy to fuck. She does pornography, and I fuck her in the pussy. God damn. That guy fucking rules. You know what? I believe him, even though everything he said sounds so fake. I do remember his initial call. It was so funny. The girl told him he had a cuckold fetish, and then she just cheated on him. Well, pal, I will say this. I think you're okay. What the fuck? I think it's nice and sweet that you're even thinking about the distance. I'm going to go ahead and guess maybe she isn't yet. But it shows, you know, you sound like an apple cheek bastard yourself, but definitely got a little bit more pussy than the last guy. I would say you got to get to that bridge where you crossed it. Cross that motherfucker when you get to it. Cross that fucking bridge when you get to it, okay? For the time being, enjoy getting your fucking prickadell sucked in a major way by a professional, okay? You know what I'm saying? You're at the beginning stages. When somebody starts dating you start dating Guy Fieri, just enjoy the donkey sauce, okay? Don't worry about your fucking cholesterol yet. Just enjoy all those out-of-bounds dishes he's making you. Don't worry about what it's going to fucking do to your health long term. Right now, keep getting your little prick wet, okay? See how it goes, feel out the vibes, and you'll figure it out, okay? But go along for the ride and, you know, everything's going to be great. Fuck. I hope the next guy just like a bunch of these guys. So I was committing rape. Just a bunch of goofy sounding motherfuckers all episode. So I'm in jail for rape. Anyway. Love the goofy voice, virgin voice bastards. Back to back. Respect to them. But keep it going. Enjoy yourself, my friend. I love to hear it. And drop a DM. Let me know. Maybe I can beat off to your girlfriend. That would bond us in a certain way, wouldn't you say? I know the chat wants to know. I know, but don't tell them. You can tell me I'm your friend. I'm your friend Stavros. Okay, next question, Ralphie.
Hi, Stavvy. I'm going to remain anonymous for now. I'm from Brisbane. I like top as much as the next person, but to play off a previous call in a different way, I have an irrational fear my cock will be bitten off. This is a subconscious fear, by the way, so it still remains nonetheless. Someone has never attempted to bite it off as well. Anyway, how can I overcome this? I love you, Stavvy. Bye-bye.
I would say first step is stop doing heroin. Stop nodding. I don't think your drug, whatever the fuck you're on, is not helping your mental state. I'll tell you that much. But are you on lean? You sounded chopped and screwed. It sounded like somewhere there's a fucking high energy Australian guy that's scared of getting his dick chopped off, and they played it on super slow-mo. You're afraid someone's gonna bite your... Has anyone ever bitten your cock? I mean, this is something fucked up happened here in your life, pal. Something absolutely fucked up. Some motherfucker with a fucking So you got molested out there on the bush, dude, in the outback. Some fucking guy with a boomerang knocked your dad out and bit your little baby penis off. And they haven't told you about it, and you're having flashbacks every time you're going off for Xanax. I can see him in my mom's awe. He punched a koala and sucked my baby cock and beat it off. I think you just have to keep getting your dick sucked. That's really the only thing I can think that will solve this problem. You got to keep getting top until that irrational fear doesn't scare you anymore. Okay, you got to find a loving partner who will suck your dick enough times where it doesn't. How many times have you gotten your dick sucked? Enough that you're not scared? And here's the other thing. Go to therapy and figure this out. But also, some people don't like getting head. And I know. It's crazy. I get it. Some people like to fuck pussy. Okay? Or like to get fucked. Maybe you're a guy that doesn't even enjoy head that much. If the psychological toll is so great, you're afraid your shit's about to get chomped off, maybe go straight to the fucking puss. Not a bad situation. Maybe get a wet hand job. Have some girl spit Vegemite all over that prick. Jack you off, and then you fuck. But you gotta get to the bottom of this, because there's something fucked up here. Something not chill happened to your little penis. It involved teeth, and maybe you're repressing it. You gotta get to therapy. Or you gotta just get used to not getting head. Which is a fate worse than death, if you ask me. But I'm rooting for you, pal. Next one.
If you're in the middle of playing a video game, right? And your girl starts giving you a blowjob, what is the exact advice you would give? You know, you're playing a pretty competitive game. You know, you're playing your Fortnite, and you got top 10. You know, I mean, is it worth it though? Honestly.
Okay. I take back everything I said about the other two guys sounding like losers. This call proves sometimes it's not about the timbre of your voice. It's about everything else. The fact that you would have this idea, the fact you would hit those specific intonations trying to sound cool, the fact you couldn't even fucking end it well and audibly, you got too nervous. Now this is a fucking virgin. Now this guy right here does not get a positiliano. It's not pronounced timbre, is it? Isn't it timber? Whatever. Next, fuck that guy. That guy can suck my dick. Actually, play his call again real quick, Ralph.
If you're in the middle of playing a video game, right? And
Shut up, bitch!
Got his ass. Next question, Big Ralph.
Hey, Stav. It's your boy Kai from Delaware. Just calling in again just to ask you, how do I tell the females that I'm pursuing that I like my ass eaten? I feel demasculated when I tell them this, but it's a kink. That's what I'm into. Should I be ashamed of it, or should I just embrace it? Again, you have all the answers, so thank you for what you're doing. I love you. Bye.
Oh, man. That's awesome, man. Demasculated. Delaware Kai trying to get his ass eaten. I love that you call women females and you want your ass eaten. That's you. That Venn diagram is very slim. Guys who say females. Yeah, I'm trying to get my ass eaten by a female. Some guy in a Kangol hat. Some 55-year-old black guy wearing velvet and Kangol. Look at them pretty little females over there about to eat my ass. Well, let me say this, Kai. You should not feel any shame, okay? Lady Gaga, born this way. Some people are born wanting to get their ass eaten. You were a little baby that, well, okay, I guess I'll rephrase, but you were a little baby that one day would grow up to be a man on Xanax in Delaware that was gonna want to get his ass eaten. Feel no shame. Now, I will say this, you are gonna have to warm up. You're gonna have to warm up to that. You can't spring eat my ass as a man on a woman like that. You just can't. I wish we lived in a society where that was possible. Where first date you could be getting your ass eaten. And listen, with some women you can, but I'm just saying, I think the first time you fuck, you keep it kind of simple. Feel each other out. You might make some overtures towards her ass. Or maybe even, have her rub your balls low. Suck your balls low. Or when you're getting your dick sucked, you can just be like, keep going. Suck my balls lower. Lower. Just until she's eating your ass. But I think you're going to probably have to warm a woman up to that. But don't feel any shame. That's what you like, baby. Okay? You deserve to get your ass eaten. And if they're not that into it, that's some negotiating you're going to have to do. Maybe there's something you can do for her. But ultimately, if they're really opposed to it and you love it, that's probably not the girl for you, and you know that. It's not quite an orientation, but it is a thing you're into heftily, to the point where if you're not getting your ass eaten, you're probably not having a good time. And if that's the case, you need to find some kind of little demon out there that wants to eat man ass, and that's out there. You just have to fucking believe in yourself. Don't pussyfoot around. Can you eat my ass? No. Ask to get your ass eaten like a man. See, you channel your inner man who says females. Hey, listen. I'm about to get on all fours, you little fucking slut. And I'm going to have you lick my ass. How's that sound? Yeah, you want to lick that. I love the idea of a dom that's getting his ass eaten on all fours. You like that? You like eating daddy's pussy? You fucking slut. But yeah, keep a clean hole. And, be open to what they want. You can't be... That's the other thing. If you're into this kind of freaky shit, you can't draw the line at... If you want her to eat your ass, you can't be like, oh, I don't want to eat pussy. You got to be a freak for whatever she wants. Okay? But you can do it. And I believe in you. And ask with some fucking bass in your voice. Alright? Eat my ass. I want my ass eaten. Next question, please, Ralph.
Hello, Stav. This is fitting from last week. So I am Turkish, and I have a partner who I've been dating. She is Greek, and we are both progressive young people. We are slowly but surely getting to a more serious place in our relationship, and I've introduced her to my parents. My parents are very progressive, leftist, etc., and of course they don't hold any type of stereotypical anti-Greek sentiments. However, her parents are a little bit more conservative and have a lot of anti-Ottoman sentiments that they harbor.
I knew exactly where this was going.
My father, his parents/ancestry is from Salonika. So there is some Greek background. However, she has advised me to hide my being Turkish. Now, I have a Turkish first and last name. I don't want to hide myself and who I am, but at the same time, I don't want to ruin my chances and get berated by her parents, etc. What's the best way to approach this? Is it just lie? Thanks, bye.
God damn, dude. Greek people are so fucking funny. Hold on a second. Let's get this going. Yes. Hide being Turkish. calav galmeni, toneli non taiera, και σαν πρώτα αντριωμένη, χέρο ελευθεριά, και σαν πρώτα αντριωμένη, χέρο ελευθεριά. Incredible. Hide being Greek. This bitch, or being Turkish, this bitch said hide it. It's 2020. The Greek Revolution happened in 1821, 200 years ago. Greek people are such fucking idiots. Run from this dumb villager bitch and her family. She doesn't deserve to suck that little doner kebab, pal. Oh my fucking god. I mean, you know the answer. That's fucking stupid. Hide being Turkish. My dad is... Holy fucking shit. God damn. I love Greek people. They're so fucking stupid. I mean, sorry, man. I didn't even catch the whole question because I was laughing too hard. Great setup punch, by the way. Setup. My parents are progressive and not fucking morons, but now her parents, on the other hand, so good. Well, here's the reality. If it's if it's actually serious, and you actually care about her, and you think you have a future with her, you're going to have to confront her basically about this and be like, you want me to fucking hide it, or do you want your parents to not be fucking racist? You know, if she's like progressive too, and you guys have similar values, it's almost like she's letting it, because it's a Greek thing, she's letting it slip through the cracks. Like if her parents were just fucking regular honkies and you were black and they acted this way, she wouldn't accept it. She's a fake leftist, bro. Or now that's just her reaction, right? That's the easiest thing for her. She probably had to deal with these fucking moron parents of hers, and the way she's done is by ignoring them. But she has to recognize that if you're serious, she has to confront them and confront what fucking morons they are. But you can't fucking pretend to. What are you gonna dye your fucking hair blonde, get fucking contacts, say your name is Klaus? You should actually, that's true. Change your name to a Greek name. Yeah, say you're Demetrios Turkishopoulos. Then they'll be fucking letting you get all up in those fucking guts. They're gonna let you pull her sideburns while you fuck her from behind. Shouts out to all my Greek girls with handsome sideburns. So that would be, you have to have a conversation with her about this. Like, look, I don't want to pretend I'm a different fucking person. So, what do you want to do? But, salute to you. I had a very nice laugh on that one. Hit us with the next one, Ralph.
What's up, Stavvy baby? What's up, Ralphie? This is Garrett from California. First time, long time. So, my wife and I are actually going to be expecting our first baby.
Nice.
In a few months here. It's pretty early into the pregnancy, so we don't know the gender of the baby. But, I've been watching your streams every now and then on YouTube, and I suddenly realized, what happens if we have a boy? Do we go uncut or cut? See, I'm cut, so I can't really say what it's like to have a foreskin, but I know that you do. So I was just wondering if you had any input. Do you recommend having a foreskin or not. Anyways, thanks so much. Hope you have a great day. Bye.
Don't slice that little motherfucker's cock off, dude. You want his first moments on Earth after he gets held. You want him to get his fucking little dick chopped off? It's cruel. It's inhumane. I don't think you should cut his cock off. Now listen, my dick is fucked. I have a fucked up foreskin. It's caused me tremendous angst and pain. And it doesn't go back all the way unless a girl's very tight, and then it's like I'm fucking and I have a painful yank on my cock while I'm in the middle of getting my little prickadil wet, and it really I need a little time to get over it after that. It's phimosis. A fucking little tight little fucking. It comes out a little bit, don't get me wrong, and if I'm like I said, I've covered it on the show. If it's lubed up, we're good. Having said all that, I still would not chop a baby's fucking foreskin off. Just feels fucked up, dude. You know what I mean? Slicing his cock off. Poor guy's gonna be crying like a motherfucker. Imagine how much his little baby penis is gonna hurt. You want to make your son hurt for that long, dude? He can't feel. All he knows is pain. When you're a baby, all you feel is pain or not pain. You chop his cock off, you know this little baby penis. They're not giving him any fucking drugs. He's a baby. So he's just laying there in pain, crying. Because his father okayed the snipping of his cock. Could never be me. You will not catch me slicing any part of my son's penis off. But that's the kind of guy I am. What kind of guy are you? And what kind of guy is your wife? And that's what you gotta fucking think about. But I say no. I say do not slice it off. Next, please.
Hey, Stavvy, baby. So I currently only come home about every 4 months and see my girlfriend for about 3 years now. You know, she's my little cinnamon apple, all that shit.
Cute.
I just need assistance in my sex game. It's a little lacking. I just don't want her to leave me for maybe African American gentleman.
All right.
While I am away from home. Any advice you have, I am happy to accept. Later, anybody.
Jesus fucking Christ, man. Another virgin. First of all, it's gonna happen. You've put it out into the world. Have you ever fucking read The Secret? You're worried about this, your girlfriend fucking a black guy, which I don't know why that's, there's listen, I'm sure there's plenty of guys of all races that fuck better than you. Okay? So get that out of your mind. She could be getting plowed by a fucking Taiwanese guy right the fuck now. He's hanging off the ceiling, eating her pussy upside down Spider-Man style. Because he's a fucking kickboxer. That's possible. Okay? So I want to let you, first of all, let's start there. Start worrying about everybody. What are your sex deficiencies? I'm just going to say it now, she's going to cheat on you. If that call was any indication, nervous, racist because you're nervous, or maybe because you're insecure about your dick size, even though you've been with this girl for... Here's the thing, you've been with her for years, and now you're worried about fucking better? Isn't she going to be like, what the fuck have you been doing? Why do you learn? How did you get all these moves? She's going to think you're over there sucking and fucking wherever you are. I don't know how to... I have no control. I don't know what you fuck like. So I can't tell you how to improve your fucking. I'm going to guess you don't eat pussy thoroughly enough. You probably eat it for a little bit and you think you're good at it, but you're not. That's what I feel like from you. You probably don't fuck that good because you think your dick is inadequate, but it is. If you believe in it, it is. Other than that, I don't really know. I don't really know what to tell you because I don't know how you fuck. So either call back and let me know what you're not good at fuck-wise, what you're worried about. And when you do, I want a full list of other ethnicities that you're also afraid of getting cheated on by. Okay? so that you're not racist. And I want you to have thought about it in graphic detail. I want you to think of every type of person under the sun having sex with your girlfriend to make up for what you said. We're talking Inuits. We're talking fucking guys from Russia, from the Stan regions, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan. Those guys with the weird sort of Asian, sort of Russian features. Okay? Think about those guys plowing her. You think about some African Americans, think about some Africans as well. Some South Africans. Some guys from Uganda. Côte d'Ivoire, speaking French, black guys. Some guys from France fucking your girlfriend. A Greek guy. A Turkish guy. I want you to think about every type of person having sex with your girlfriend, and then you can call back. Okay? With more details. Next question, please, Ralph.
Hey, Stav. I'm gonna jump right into it.
Thank you.
This girl I've been dating, I guess, been hanging out and all through this quarantine fucking bullshit. And I found out yesterday that she's fucking pregnant. Oh! And we haven't fucking had sex yet.
Okay.
So she's been getting some fucking pork on the side, you know what I'm saying?
That's what you're worried about?
Basically, I'm pretty fucked up about it. What the fuck do I do, dude? I work like 40 hours a week and live in a really fucking rural area. And I don't get out very much. I got fucking Thursday and Friday off. Those are the two fucking stupidest days to have off. Nobody fucking does anything on Thursday or Friday. I feel like, in my area, anyway. So what the fuck? What do I do, Stav? I'm fucking pretty upset. I didn't know who else to fucking call.
Buddy,
love you, bub.
I love you, pal. I'm sorry.
And, hope you fucking listen to my voice now.
I got you, bro. We're listening live on the fucking show. Listen, you're grieving right now. I get it. You've been betrayed. You've only gotten top while somebody's in there blasting no condom. It's one thing to get cheated on, but you haven't fucked and somebody's cream pieing with no birth control? That hurts. I get that. I get the initial feeling betrayed, but here's the thing. There's no question what you do. You're getting the fuck out of there. You're getting the fuck out of there and starting over. I feel the hesitation. That's why you're talking about your schedule and shit. Yeah, it sucks. You have to start over. Starting over sucks, especially in the middle of a pandemic. But what are you going to do? You're going to be fucking getting your dick sucked and feeling somebody kick your knees? She's got her stomach resting on your shins. You just feel some other guy's baby nudge you while you're getting sucked off? You gotta get the fuck out of there, Chief. Alright? Your head isn't clear. You're still thinking about this girl? It's over. It's freaking over. She wasn't giving up the pussy, no way. Okay? So, you were a side bitch without your knowledge. You didn't even get to fucking bust any cheeks. That's gotta hurt. But you gotta get out of there. Don't put yourself in any more pain sticking around just because you fucking only have Thursday and Friday off. All right? Start over. Start fresh. Get some non fucking impregnated pussy deech. What are you gonna be, a fucking stepdad to someone who hasn't fucked you yet? Cause of your schedule? Can't be doing that shit, mate. Get out there. I'm sorry that you work during the big fucking Saturday and Sunday sock hops or whatever town from the 50s you're from where no one's doing shit on Thursdays and Fridays. Sorry. But you can still get head. Alright? You just have to believe in yourself. But get the fuck out of there. Do not hit that girl up again. Ever. You hear me? Do not do it. You have to build your life up over again. Use some of that anger that you're feeling as fuel for right now before you start picking a different different fuel. It doesn't leave you as fucked up. Get out of there, man. All right? Do not be a father for someone who hasn't even let you hit it raw while somebody else was. Next question, Ralph.
Yo, Stav, what's good, man? Yeah, so basically what happened to me was I hadn't had sex in quite a while, starting to kind of aggravate me. But, you know, I was chugging along. Anyway, so my friend's, like, ex-girlfriend, who's, like, kind of hot or whatever, was, like, at my house due to some random thing. Anyway, so she basically, like, seduced me, even though I was pretty adamant about not doing it. She ended up, like, being like, yo, it's fine, he wouldn't care. Anyway, so I caved pretty quick on that one.
That's not seduction.
So anyway, I told him immediately in the morning, and he was pretty salty. Even though he's had like 3 girlfriends since they dated, and it was like 4 years ago.
Oh.
I don't know. I think he's being dramatic. He keeps saying he wants to fight me. I'm just not sure what to do. Should I fight him? Should I let him fight me? Should I let him win? Should I just ignore it until he gets over it? I've also come to the I've realized I think she might be a succubus who did this all on purpose. I don't know. Anyway, whatever, man. So that's it. Thanks so much, buddy. Bye.
Okay. Well, look, we don't have to get misogynistic over here. Somebody threw some pussy at you and now she's a succubus. She dated him 4 years ago. Your boy's in his feelings because you got some quarantine pussy. I love how you're like, it was a random thing. She seduced me. The seduction was she was like, come on. Come on. That's not seduction. You saying, I don't know, and then her being like, please? And you being like, all right. That's not you being seduced. That's you wanting to fuck a woman. I'm hearing a lot of excuses. I was angry. I wasn't getting any fucking pussy in quarantine. I was, Then she was happy to be at my house. The random thing was he texted her. This random thing. Answer me this. How did you look when she came over the house? You heard she's coming over the house. Did you take a shower? Did you put on your good sweatpants? All right? Be honest with yourself. Be honest. You fucked this guy's ex. And you transgressed. Fine. To your credit, you told him right away. You probably made some bullshit like, dude, I don't know what happened. I was completely sober and she asked me twice. I had to do it. Okay? Like, bro, it was crazy. She said please and I felt weird not fucking her. You did it. You told him. He is being a little bit of a fucking 3 girlfriends ago, 4 years ago. I wouldn't be fucking thrilled. I'm trying to think. I guess depends on, were they close? Or was it some girl he was sort of dating? I would be a little pissed. I'll admit. I wouldn't be thrilled about it if that's your boy. Having said all that, you don't fight him. You're not fighting. We're not. Listen, I can't condone violence over 4 years ago, 3 girlfriends ago. Last girlfriend 6 months ago. I can condone a little hand throwing, sure. I just simply cannot for this situation. Yeah, just be apologetic. Do something nice for him. Get him a fucking edible arrangement. Say that her pussy was trash. You know? Say it smelled bad. You didn't even bust. You want to get really weird, be like, dude, I was thinking about you the whole time. Dude, honestly, the whole time I was fucking her, I was thinking about you. That would be the weirdest thing you could possibly say. But yeah, listen, just do something nice for him. That's it. You fucked up. You did fuck up. It's not as big as a fuck up as he would like you to believe it is, but you didn't do nothing. And don't try and blame other people in the circumstances. And, you know, you were backed up because of quarantine. You knew what the fuck you were doing. Come on. Be honest. But that's okay. You can make it up to him. And listen, if you're being nice to him for a couple weeks and you make a nice gesture and he's still giving you the cold shoulder and there's no path towards rebuilding, then he's a fucking idiot and a dumb bitch himself. But I don't know. If they weren't that, if it was like a serious relationship, I'd be pissed. But if they weren't, I wouldn't even fucking give a fuck. Some girl you're dating for a couple months, I wouldn't be like awesome, but I wouldn't be like fuck you, dude. So sounds like you don't want to keep fucking her, so that's a moot point. So one-time deal, who cares? It'd be a lot different if you were like dating her or whatever. But even then, it shouldn't matter. So anyway, don't do violence. And get him you get him something nice. Get him a pack of edibles. You know what I mean? Get him some edibles, get him some Ben & Jerry's. Dairy free. That's the shit I've been on recently. The dairy gives me a tummy ache. That's some other fat guy logic. Well, it's dairy free, it's healthy. Anyway, you're gonna be fine. Next question, please, Ralph.
Hey, Stavvy baby. I'm Joe from Minnesota. I'm 21. So I have this mole on my, private. Is it between the balls and the cock? Is it something I've always been kind of, on the down low, a little bit secretive about it. Is that something I should be worried about, or is that something that helps you get some dates with the women? Thanks. Let me know on the stream. Let's go, Stavvy. Let's go.
21? This man sounds like a fucking grandfather out on a lake. What do you mean of course you've been secret about it. What are you going to tell people? Hey, I'm Joe. I got a mole on my cock. I have a mole on one of my balls. I have a mole on my right ball. I don't fucking tell people about it. I'm not secretive about it, but I'm not telling people about it. What do you want to start telling people? You have a mole between your cock and your balls? You fucking Minnesota dunce. Yeah, I call my balls fucking Cindy Crawford. I'm like, oh, you like Cindy Crawford? I got something to show you. Just pull my nuts out. I'm like, you guys, hey, anybody here attracted to Cindy Crawford or Marilyn Monroe? Oh, you are. Pull my lumpy nuts out with a fucking little mole on the fucking top right corner. You should be okay. I mean, get a check. Go to a fucking doctor if it's raised. Mine is it is a beauty mark. But if it's like raised and it's getting fucking irregular and shit, yeah, go check it out at a doctor. But you don't have to fucking make a big deal about it. No one's cock and balls look great. It's not about aesthetics. It's about stuffing them in a pussy or ass or mouth. Or between tits, or I guess between feet if that's your thing. Next question, please, Ralph.
Yo, what up, Stavvy? Really fuck with the show. Really appreciate it. Good stuff. Really consistent too. So my question, I'm a host at a restaurant, and sometimes some cute girls walk in, and usually like a group or something, or cute girl comes in for takeout. Just wondering if you had any tips or ideas on what to do there, other than getting a better part-time job than a host. Appreciate it in advance. Again, shit, bro. All right, thanks.
What the fuck kind of question is this? What do you mean? Are you asking me how to do your fucking job, or are you asking me how to fuck women that are just minding their own business at a fucking restaurant? These bitches like, I just want to feel normal. I just want to go out to a restaurant like it never happened, and some fucking cocksucker with cystic acne's like, "Hey, what's up? You ever want to see a fucking? You ever seen a 4.5-inch cock before? Welcome, welcome to Maggiano's." Welcome to the Bonefish Grill. Have you ever seen a cock that can only get hard if you're kissing my neck while and jacking me off? Hello, ladies. You look beautiful tonight, except you fat bitch. It's called necking. Anyway, our specials are white wine. It's on happy hour, and we have a beautiful salmon fillet. I bet it's kind of what your pussy probably tastes like. So anyway, I'm going to be over at the host stand because I'm not technically supposed to be talking to you this long, but I figured try and get some pussy while I'm making $2 an hour and a quarter of the tips, whatever doesn't go to the bus boys. So catch y'all later. I'll be over there, and you can't see it from my mask, but I'm doing the pussy licking thing. I'm wearing a mask right now, but I'm going like this. Okay, see ya. Just do your fucking job and don't try and fuck somebody while they're trying to eat in the middle of a pandemic would be my advice to you. Or are you scared because of your job? I don't understand. I didn't understand the question, pal. You gotta work on your clarity. But that's my advice. Next question, Ralph.
Hey, Stavvy. So, I've been waiting a while to get into the dating game. Since it's been a while, but since I last kind of did my toes in, I have lost quite a few pounds. But nice. I'm not quite where I want to be for my confidence. There's another hitch. I'm a fellow toothless man like you. I'm missing my front tooth. And luckily, I have dental insurance, so I'm getting that implant. But it's taken like a long time because of coronavirus and all that.
Sure.
So I'm fat, toothless. So my confidence is in the gutter, and I'm just kind of waiting for that moment for my confidence to get back to where I want it to be. Should I just go for it anyway, or just wait till I'm in the right mindset? Thank you.
Brother, first of all, I'm as being obese and toothless, and it sounds like you have hair. You didn't mention you were bald. Fat and toothless, I've gotten the most pussy I've ever gotten in my life. Okay? Now, certainly there's some extenuating circumstances. I was on tour for a lot of that time. You know, all that kind of stuff. Having said all that, it's possible. All right, you're holding yourself back. The confidence has never happened. It's never come, like, it's not just going to show up. You know what I mean? Like, it's not the kind of thing where you could lose as much fucking weight as you want. You don't get swag with that. You don't get sauce with that. Somebody doesn't drop it off after you're down 100 pounds. You have to live the sauce lifestyle the whole time. Okay? I don't mean to be a dickhead, but the truth, you lose another 50 pounds just like you are without dating, without doing anything, you're not going to be as sauced out as me, bro. And I'm 3 hundos. Okay? And that's not to say anything. I'm not saying you can't get there. You can get sauced up. But the point is, you're not going to get there putting it off. This is a fucking crutch. It's an emotional comfort that you're telling yourself. Where you're like, the more I do this, it'll be a magic solution. And it's not. It helps. Don't get me wrong, it helps. Losing weight does help your confidence. You probably already feel a little better than you did. But it's only part of the equation. Until you put it into fucking work, it's not gonna happen. What's the worst that can happen, bro? You don't get any pussy and you end up not fucking? Guess what you're doing right now? Not fucking, not getting any pussy, not getting any reps in for when you do have a tooth and you're not as fat. You know when baseball players put the fucking, those donuts or whatever the fuck they are, and they're swinging the bats with weights on them? When they get up to fucking bat, they take those bitches off and the bat is light as a bitch. That's you being fat as shit and not having a tooth. Put those fucking weights on and swing the bat. Take a couple fucking cuts like that. Once the tooth is there, once the weight is gone, shit's gonna be moving like lightning. But the reality is, you have to think about yourself as you, right now. Do you want to be happier? Yes. It's all part of a fucking process. The same way you've dedicated yourself to losing weight, dedicate yourself to believing in yourself. And the only way you're going to do that is go out there, start taking some L's. Okay? Don't catfish anybody. Don't put a fucking picture of you with all your fucking teeth in. Let them know what they're signing up for. Maybe you don't get that many bites, but at least you're trying, and that'll feel good. And you don't even have to go crazy. I'm not saying make it your fucking life's goal, but I'm saying put yourself out there a little bit. All right? Take some cuts. It'll help you when you're ready to go, because it's not going to be a magic solution. You're not going to drop the weights and all of a sudden you're going to fucking believe in yourself to the fullest. That only comes with experience. You could put it off and wait, but I see no reason to. I think it'll only help you overall to recognize it's not even about what you look like, bro. It's about who you are. On the absolute corniest, most Disney fucking movie shit there is. And if you can't see that by this fucking show, if I am nothing else, I am an example of it does not matter what you look like. I mean, come the fuck on, bro. Fuck with me right now. Okay? So get out there and get your fucking dick absolutely fucking wetted up. I want your penis slimy. Okay? Some good. Next question.
Hey, Stavvy. First time caller, not long listener. Anyways, so I'm like 80% straight, right?
Respect.
The issue is gay guys fall all over me for some reason, even though I'm not even that interested in guys, but I have zero luck with girls. Like, I'm in my senior year of college, no pussy. But so many opportunities and some taking chances for dick. My question is, how do I change my persona so I start attracting more girls than guys? Thanks, baby. Love you.
Look, it sounds like the Lord is trying to tell you something. All right? Looks like God is like, why don't we knock that 20% up to 50-50? I think it's rude of you to send all these gay guys away. How many of them have you even fucked? Your persona, I don't fucking know. What, do you have some fucking persona? You walk around like a fucking Broadway star? Hello, boys. You're singing show tunes? Maybe that's what it is. I have a persona on campus. I'm a fucking... What the fuck was that piano player's name? The gay one who pretended he wasn't gay? Michael Douglas played him in the movie. Fuck. Behind the Candelabra. Liberace. You're a Liberace impersonator? Like, why do I keep getting so much cock? I mean, not that that's what gay guys like anymore. Although maybe some. I don't know. See, to me that's crazy because gay guys typically just like you to be fucking hot in a way that women... You know what it is? Women probably want to fuck you too. They're just not as forward as gay guys. Or maybe you're walking around with all that gay guys want to suck me off confidence and it's off-putting. You have to humble yourself around women. The point is, I don't really know what your persona is, pal. But I think you might just start fucking these gay guys. So start fucking these gay guys, and also just put yourself out there more with women because they're not. Maybe we're dealing in stereotypes here, but in my experience, they're not going to be as forward as a gay, particularly a college-aged gay man. You know, so just try and fuck women more. Put yourself out there more because they're not going to come to you the way a slutty little twink might. Just my opinion. Or maybe you find a femboy and just fuck his ass and mouth. A lot of good options here for you, pal. Alright, let's admit our cute little fucking guest, Evan fucking Williams. That's what I like to hear. I would have gone invisible dick. Let's ask Evan what he thinks. Oh, look at this cute little slut right here. There he is. Hell yeah, dude. What's up, broski?
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, there he
How you
is.
doing?
How are you?
I'm
How are you?
good,
That's
buddy.
the real question. Yeah, put those fucking
Good
headphones
question.
in.
Just how am I doing?
Damn, look
I'm
how
good,
cute.
baby.
Everybody tell fucking Evan how cute he is. Everybody in the chat tell Evan how fucking cute he is.
I don't need that, man. Call me ugly.
No,
That's
too
what I wanna
bad.
hear.
Too bad,
Call
bro.
me ugly, and then I feel like I have something to work for. Your approval.
No, don't. You don't give them that.
Okay, I won't.
You don't give them
I
that.
won't.
You don't let them.
Yo, fuck y'all, man.
No, not
Hey.
now. You went too far.
Okay, too far. Back up. Sorry, guys. Hey, I love your background.
Thanks, brother.
It's like Blue's Clues, but if it was a nightmare, you know?
Yeah. If Blues, Steve had to go to therapy in Blues Clues, and they were like, the dog can't hear you, Steve. Stop it. It's never gonna bring back your dad. Your dad's never
Yeah.
coming back, Steve.
They're like, we got mail. You open and it's like, you have HIV. They sing a song about HIV. Everybody dies. On the
I don't
episode.
believe it. It's a hoax. I'm not gonna start using condoms. He's a super spreader of AIDS. I love it. Hold on. Let me put in the quick seamless order real fast.
Seamless order. What are you ordering?
Little fucking Italiano in this household tonight.
Little Italiano.
Little fucking gonna
Yeah,
have
a
some
little
spaghetti.
fucking chicken palm pie. A little spaghetti.
Little spaghetti.
Hell yeah, man.
Sorry, I was gonna do it during the break, but I accidentally took a really big shit.
Whoopsies.
Whoopsie daisy.
It's time for a shit. That's another part of your episode.
It's time to shit. All right, let me just fucking. Sorry, Evan. It's very unprofessional of me.
I mean, it is, but you know, I expect nothing less.
But that's why
or
you're
more.
my guy.
I expect exactly this, dude.
Thank you.
You
man.
being exactly you.
Sorry. Texting my fucking roommate. I could have been doing this while shitting, but I'm not a good multitasker.
What's his name? Eldis? Is that his name?
That was my former roommate. Yes, Eldis.
Oh man.
He's gone now.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. I know what roommate.
Yeah, he likes his anonymity. Eldis the sex lord, says Philly Peeve 21. That is true.
Hell yeah,
brother! Thank you so much for doing the show.
Hey, yeah.
I'm excited to get your fucking expertise, because we got a lot of fucking losers calling in, Evan. A lot of guys that aren't hunks like you.
Right. Once again, I wouldn't go right to hunk.
Now,
you know,
that's why you're being modest. If I could give you some advice, stop being so modest.
Stop being modest.
Yeah.
Just come out of the gate, fucking big John Hamm dick swinging.
Actually,
have you seen John Hamm's dick?
Huge dick.
It? Huge.
Really nice. Really nice.
Enormous. Yeah, him and Michael Fassbender, who I call Michael Massive Member. That's what I call him.
That's good. Not Assbender.
No, not Assbender. Yeah. I love that though. In like the Airbender show, there's one guy that just like bends asses,
just spreading cheeks, spreading cheeks wide open,
bending over women.
He just floats over with his hard ass dick into it effortlessly.
I love it. I love it.
Let's ask you the intermission question, which is
okay.
While I'm shitting, I throw a little intermission question out to everybody, and the question was, would you rather
shit at the same time every episode?
I don't usually have to shit. I don't know. I don't know why it hit me. I usually take a morning
shit. Sometimes you gotta
shit.
come. Sometimes you gotta, make a Sammy.
Exactly.
I hear you.
I usually eat some. I usually stuff some lunch meat in my gullet.
Right.
Anyway, the question was: would you rather your dick be a 1/4 inch smaller than it is, or it can be whatever size you want, but it's invisible? So that way,
Absolutely as big as I want invisible, 100%. Because I am a freak of nature, which I've always wanted to be.
Yeah.
And that attracts people right there. They're like,
Right.
there's this weird superhero
An invisible
who
dick.
does not have a heroic power. It's just his dick disappeared.
Yep.
But it's huge apparently. And so it's like a myth, it's like this myth that women, have to confirm for themselves.
Right. And the only way they can is if it's in their pussy.
Right. Or their mouth.
Or
That's
their mouth,
another
but
way.
it's different.
Let's
Pussy,
not
they
forget
really
the
feel
other
it.
Orifices.
That's true.
know.
Or ass, you're right.
Or, yeah, totally. Ass as well.
Yeah.
Ass as well.
Certainly.
Some people put the arches of the feet together. They get so creative. It could be, there'd be many ways to measure it, but
the way
I
you really
also-
feel it is if it's in your pussy.
Yes. And then bigger than all of this, though, is that I cannot afford to lose a quarter inch. I'm hanging on,
Yeah,
I
we're in the
barely
same
made it
boat.
there, dude. Yeah, it was barely something that could be accepted by multiple people. That still blows my mind,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
less than a quarter inch, that changes the whole trajectory of my life.
Quarter
I would
inch,
say.
I cannot give up a quarter inch. I'm with you. Even if my dick was the same size but invisible, I'd have to answer same size but invisible.
Exactly, yeah. I'd rather lose the whole image of my dick.
That would be
And
so
to
infuriating.
anyone-
With my soft ass dick, I have to
So
jack it
infuriating.
like this with just two little fingers. When it's just seeing an invisible
They
dick
can
getting jacked
see
like that.
just by looking at your hands where it's at. And to anyone that never touches it, you look like a eunuch. You look like the guy from Game of Thrones.
That's right.
And they just have to trust your word that you have this weird spell.
Yep. Exactly.
I take it as it's a spell, I assume.
It's be a spell, spell or a curse,
yeah.
something like that.
We play this game with some friends of mine. We call it rolling the devil's dice. That's what I like to call it.
Yeah, nice.
So anytime you're like, well, who's making me do this? It's the devil, dude. It's the devil, and you gotta roll the devil's dice, dude.
Okay.
I would
This
roll
game-
the dice on the invisible cock.
I love it. Yeah, I would. It would be kind of cool. It would, it would be hard to explain, but you'd have to just kind of take her hand.
I'd
and put it on
say
your cock.
inexplainable. Yeah. Yeah, they'll never believe it till they feel it. Not even see it. They won't believe it till they feel it. When you explain it, and you're like, I have an invisible dick.
I have an invisible penis, but it's huge. It's
It's
so much
there.
bigger than my 5 3/4 dick was.
It's enormous.
My
they'll
skinny
just be
little
like,
5 3/4.
Of course, yeah, a little tiny, little swizzle, little swizzle stick. When you explain to somebody,
how about this? You could put that tattoo cover-up makeup on it. So you could
just like one that goes down your leg, like a little some ink down your leg.
You could, I guess we never thought about makeup. Oh, I guess you could fuck with condoms even.
Oh shit, true.
Which
just like in
I'm
like
not
the
interested.
Invisible Man, when she threw paint on him, you could
Right.
see him.
Right.
I just have to constantly have paint on my dick.
You can have paint. You
if
can
I'm
have
trying to
stuff-
do anything with it. Yeah.
Lotion.
Mm-hmm.
You could lotion up your cock. A lot of good options.
Big time.
A lot of
good
good
options.
options.
There's options for us. There's options for us. Once again, I can't lose any size.
I'm with you there.
That's,
Has that been an issue? What was it like the first time a woman saw your penis? Were you nervous because it was small?
I have never heard a bad thing about it, which means that I have been with very good people.
But were you nervous though? You probably were.
Absolutely, yeah. I was a light, soft guy for a while,
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you I'm sure experienced this. You are a below average brother,
Sure. Yeah.
You experienced it like you always make it out to be worse than it is.
Of course.
Because you're watching the most extreme videos
Mhm.
that the world has collected,
Yep.
and you're
Mhm.
comparing that.
Of
And
course.
it's like, that's like Instagram, like I think that Instagram is this app where we scroll and we compare 100% of our life
Right.
to the best 1% of someone's week,
Yes.
I have access to my entire life and how sad I feel and all this shit.
Right.
And I'm looking at Cabo and I'm like, oh, I must suck,
I'm horrible. Yeah.
And so that's the same with the dick, It was like, well, fuck.
Yeah.
I'm not Lexington Steel.
Of course. Lexington
I'm
was a
like
whole other
Lexington,
species.
Lexington Copper or something,
Yeah. Absolutely.
So but then you realize it's like
how did it go the first time you showed somebody your penis? How old were you? You were probably, now you were, you were also doing When did you start getting fucked up out of like crazy?
I started getting fucked up. Fuckered up.
Let's give the people a little background,
Yeah.
Evan. You grew up in like where was it, North Carolina?
I was in Asheboro, North Carolina. There's like 25,000 people there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a little town, man. Not a lot of people, and it was dry as well. It was a dry county.
Oof,
Randolph County there was no liquor there, so it was more exciting for us to drink. It was like it felt like prohibition, you know. So
right.
we would go and like we'd have to go to a town over and grab it and like bootleg it back.
Hell
and
yeah.
So it was more fun than you had drinking.
Of course.
Because it was like illegal.
Yeah, drinking.
Like on top of being underage, you know.
Well, the first time I was getting fucked up, I was like 15 in my church basement. So we would go to like the church functions. Greek Orthodox people are barely religious, but that's where you went to get fucked up the first time. Was New Year's at the church?
I don't even understand the Greek religion, Orthodox religion. What I mean, that you guys could worship olives. I have no idea.
No, it's Jesus. Yeah. We're still technically Jesus. Having said that, no one really gives a fuck, and it's like the difference between Greek Orthodox and like Jewish Orthodox is hysterical because they're like so about it, and Greek people do not give a fuck. I was just like they let their children get drunk in the thing. Like so many people got their dick sucked in the church. I touched titties.
Church.
I touched titties for the first time in the church. Yeah, not in the pews, but in like it's like a whole complex. Like
that's like what the old Greek paintings look like. So I thought maybe you guys are still just orgies, you know?
Yeah, no.
Walk into your church and everybody's fucking.
No,
okay.
we had some. Listen, there was a couch upstairs by the bathrooms for some reason, and a lot of people felt titties and got jacked off. Up on it was a 3-level church. Second floor is the fucking pews and shit. Basement is like the event space. Top floor is where the youth groups were, and there was like a shitty gym.
You said youth groups, like maybe they.
No, we didn't molest.
Youth groups.
No.
Okay, good. Yeah.
There was no molestations in the Greek church because our priests get to have wives.
Ooh.
So they don't fuck kids.
Greeks make sure that they can fuck.
Absolutely.
That's a big one.
That's even our priests have to get their dick sucked.
Got to, dude. Yeah.
Anyway, so you're over there, little bootlegger, and how old are we talking when you're running booze back? I
started drinking. I'm 14.
Hell yeah.
And that's like, there's nothing that crazy about that, you know, to have a little bit of booze when you're 14. But then I started drinking every day.
Nice.
And then
before fucking ninth grade.
After.
Like, I'm just saying, you're between, like, it's just hilarious to be like,
no, definitely ninth. Yeah, what am I saying? Between 8th and 9th, I got drunk for the first time. And then I got to high school, and it was like, oh, man, these people don't know me. That people don't know my name. And I wanted to be known, and I wanted to have friends. And I was like, how do you do that?
Yes.
I think you got to, like, throw parties and stuff. And so I had a mom who was, you know, different and wild and hilarious, but you know, she was mentally ill, and so like
yeah, bring the fucking kid with the Jello shots.
All those first words I said are just the fun words to call somebody mentally
ill.
Wild and hilarious.
Yeah.
She, you know, so she was like me, man. I mean, she was wild, dude. And
DTF,
and
just
my
like
parents
you.
had divorced. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
My mom was DTF. She was. She flashed a couple of my friends. My friends told me, they were like, your mom flashed me, man. And I was like ready to like fight them, you know? I was like, I got to fight you.
Of course.
I got to fight you right now.
The fuck, bro?
Dude, what? And then I was like, oh, that's just my mom, man. That's right. It's just my mom. She's crazy, you know?
Just
she didn't even do it in
time.
a sexual way. She was like, blah! You know?
Yeah.
Being wild. And so I was able to have like keggers, like 4 or 5 nights a week. Like I just had
Jesus Christ.
Holy
fuck. That rocks.
And you can confirm with anybody in my town, it was brutal for them. You know, it was brutal for my neighbors, and like they would call the cops on me constantly, and like the cops would come, and like I don't know why they didn't do anything, but they just were like, "Hey,
rural North Carolina. I wonder why they didn't do anything to you."
No, trust me, man. I understand. It's fucked up. Things should have had. I should have been absolutely arrested.
Well, your mom probably.
Definitely my mom.
Yeah.
Well, I just came to terms with that. Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, parenting. I forgot that was supposed to happen and did not.
Yeah.
She got high with us a few times, and man, she got so high one time. We gave her edibles, and she had not been high at this point. This was her first time being high since Woodstock. She went to Woodstock.
Oh my god!
And
damn! Imagine
she was
the
like a
stuff
big
she got
hippie.
up to at Woodstock.
Oh my god! Talk about DTF, pal. Listen, I'm grateful she was DTF because I'm here. You know,
right.
It takes being DTF
right.
to
At a bare minimum,
being
she was
DTB down to birth.
Of course.
And so I'm here for that. But yeah, we got her high for the first time since Woodstock. We made brownies for the whole house, and we got all my friends high. My brother had a lung disease. It was unfortunate, you know, but so he couldn't smoke. So that's why we made the brownies so that he could get high. So we gave him the edibles, and then there were some left over, so we gave it to the dogs, and we gave it to my mom. And so everyone was just high in the house for like 48 hours, like animals included. And
that rocks.
And my mom was just like fucking gone, dude. And she was just looking at me, and all my friends were around. And she just took a second, and I was like, oh, fuck, she's going to say the worst thing she's ever said right now. And she goes, what was it like to be inside of me? And I was like, oh, God. And I ran outside. I came back inside. My friends had left. They were just gone. Like, they couldn't handle it, man. They couldn't even, like, deal with whatever energy was going to come.
Stoner DTF mom is a wild combo. Just really having the deepest thoughts.
No, it was wild. And at this point in my life, I understand why she said that. You know, you're high out of your mind at like 57, and you're looking at this thing that you made, and you haven't thought that way since the 60s.
Right.
And so you're just finally looking at, you're like, I fucking made this. That's great. Like, you were inside. Like, what was that like? You know, like she wanted to ask like that, but it came out the worst thing anybody's ever said to his son. It was brutal, man.
God damn.
But then I started getting into coke, and that's like, you know, that's when the parties get small. And they get smaller and weirder, and there's
longer.
More strangers there. Way longer, dude.
Yeah.
So long that you are all hallucinating, and you're sharing hallucinations now. Yeah. Because you're sleep deprived, and sleep deprivation is the biggest drug of all time. I think that's the craziest trip you can possibly be on. Right. Is being up for 3 days, because you just start seeing actual things. You know, you see shadow people, you see like people doing stuff, and you're like, who the fuck, man? And they're fucked up too. So they like, your brains like yes and each other. You know, there's a couple times where we saw something, and then the next day we tried to explain it to a normal sober person, and they were like, what?
Yeah, you didn't see anything.
And it was shadow ninjas. Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't see anything. Yeah.
So when you're the fucking you're a sophomore throwing keggers, is this when you're letting your little prick fly? Were you getting sucked off then with your mom stoned to shit in the living room? Or was it more about status? Oh yeah.
For sure, it was more about status. I actually was not like a really sexual person. Mm-hmm. Like my friends were uber sexual. Like they just, you know, I had the friends that were like, let's run a train. Like they kept wanting to run a train with me. I never understood that, man. I still don't understand.
I'm with you. I am not a run a train type guy.
You're not that guy. Okay, I would have thought maybe you would have been that guy. Okay.
You know what it is? I like to fuck, and I like to think about titties and stuff. But the idea that I'm there with one of my, like, there's a lot of great activities to do with your boys. Getting my dick sucked has never been one that I thought, let's get the team involved.
Yeah. But to guys that want that, that's the ultimate thing you can do with your buddy. You know, like, let's christen this thing, dude.
Of
like,
course.
You're my brother. We're not truly brothers. It's basically the same to them as, like, cut your hand. And, like,
of course.
Doing a handshake, you know?
Yeah. I guess I like to be the center of attention when I fuck. I don't want there to be
absolutely.
You know what I mean? If
I can't afford a quarter inch, so if he pulls it out,
huge problem,
just, makes the whole room go dark, then that's a big problem.
Huge problem. I don't like it to be competitive. If sex is going to be competitive, I do not want to be playing another man. You know what I mean?
All these dudes were athletes. I think it was like a competitive thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
I could see that. Were you telling me that one of your friends ran a train with his dad? Was that you or is that
Absolutely.
somebody? Yeah.
I mean, if it wasn't me, that's crazy because I also know a guy that did it. Yeah. Yeah. That's incest, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%
You're not
incest.
penetrating each other, but like, yeah. And it was like, to them, it was like, that's my fucking boy, man.
Yeah.
You know? That's my dad, dude.
I fucking love that guy, dude.
I fucking love that guy, man.
You should see the way you fucked the girl.
Yeah.
That fucking rocks, dude.
I never got that, man. So it was all about I wanted friends, man. I just wanted people around all the time.
Yeah.
And I wanted to feel okay because I had been through some stuff and and at first it was really fun. There was a lot of CCR and loud nights and drinking and good times and stories to be told. But then you just do coke. And this was back in, 2005, 2006, 2007, and a little bit of 2008. And back then, cocaine wasn't cool. It was not cool to do cocaine.
Right.
It was like, it's pretty normal now,
well, it's also you're in New York now, or you're in LA now. But you know what I mean? Like I remember, coke showed up in Baltimore. Like some of my friends were doing coke, and I was like, this is too much for me. Like I remember it being like way scarier than even doing pills or whatever, like fucking cough syrup.
It was
like
scary.
Coke was scary, straight up. So the fact that you were like, what? When did you start doing coke?
16. I started like
a 16-year-old
every day.
Oh wait,
money. I was stealing from my mom. I did it every single day. When I was 16, I was literally like, that movie Dewey Cox when he's like, let me hit that, man. He's like, you don't want this, man. It's like amazing or whatever, It was like that. Like I was at a party and a friend of mine who I thought was a cool dude was doing coke and I didn't think coke was cool. And I was like, what are you doing, man? This is not you. What are you doing? And he was like, yeah, you don't want to do this, man. He's like, you'll never stop talking. And I know you're going to want it forever. And so like, you shouldn't do this. And I was so set on me not doing it that I did it. Like, I was like, I don't want this so much that I'm going to prove to you that it's nothing. I was like, I'm going to do it right now because I wanted to help him.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm going to do this coke and then I'll show you that I'll never do it again.
Right.
And then you'll be like, oh, I should be like Evan.
Then I'll do it for 4 years after that.
Hold on a second. My fucking shit's fucked up.
Oh, yeah. I think it did disconnect.
Does this sound okay?
Yeah, it should be fine. As long as I don't...
There's
a little bit of
earbuds,
echo
dude.
on me. Yeah.
I'm gonna charge them a little bit. I'll put them back on.
Okay. Cool. It
Yeah,
sounds
so I
fine
was
though.
like,
so you were stealing. I'm sorry, because it cut out a little bit because of it.
Yeah.
So you were stealing money from your mom. That's how you could afford coke as a child.
Yeah. I would steal from her. It's fucked up. I was luckily to get sober and make amends to her, but I would steal from her. I would steal like just random credit cards from people, and I would I would go to my biggest hustle.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't know anybody's PIN numbers, So I needed to know how to turn it into cash.
Right.
And my dumb 17-year-old brain was like, oh, we'll go to GameStop. There's 2 GameStops in town, so I'll go to GameStop and I'll buy a PlayStation 2. And then I'll just take the PS2 to the other GameStop and immediately trade it in for cash. GameStop will give you like $7 for And so I was just dropping like $160 and then going and turning it into like $45 over and over again. And I know for a fact I would get the same PS2 sometimes. Like I would go I'd buy a PS2, I'd go sell it. And then I'd go buy that PS2 and I'd go sell it. It was just this PS2 jumping back and forth between GameStops so that I could do cocaine.
That's incredible.
Dude, when me and Nick Mullen, when me and Mullen were on this really bad CISO show, New York's Funniest, there were funny people on it. It was just like not.
Oh yeah, I remember that. They did the Carolines contest. Yeah.
Matt Pavich won. He's hilarious. You know, there's really funny people on it. But me and Nick were like talking about this on camera, and the crew came up to us afterwards and was like, "You guys are nuts, man! Like, you guys, we wish that this show was just about you guys and what you did on cocaine.
Yeah,
it's more interesting than your stupid fucking sets. You're doing.
Totally, absolutely. And you never. So wait, you never got caught off that scam, or you did at some point, or
just like from like a couple friends and my mom, you know?
Yeah.
Like a case. I don't even know if they ever caught on. I mean, you know, I don't know.
Yeah, what does GameStop really give a fuck? They're stealing somebody's money. They're making money.
No matter what. They're stealing. Yeah.
GameStop's coming out like $100 on making $100 on top of whatever on every transaction.
Yeah.
So
it was only money to them.
Yeah.
I was not experiencing the joy of their products, you know? I would get a product and I'd sell it to them.
Yeah.
You know, it makes my head hurt even trying to think of it.
No, that's gorgeous. I love that.
It's so strange.
Damn. So you did a bunch. So you were doing coke and shit, but you stopped basically young, right? You got sober young.
I was 19. Yeah,
19. Nice. That's when somebody gets sober at 19. You know that was a wild 14 through 19.
Yeah.
Bobby's the same way. Bobby Kelly got sober at like 17. And you're like, Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Yeah, he was like a fucking baby drinking from a fucking whiskey jug and like doing hate crimes in Boston. It's like an 11-year-old.
Amazing. Well, usually, is he Irish?
Yeah.
Yeah, and me as well. You know, a good chunk of me is, and like the Irish. I mean, usually the first thing that an Irish baby tastes is Guinness. You know, they have this little bottle with like cotton on the end of it, and like. They give it to the baby and he sucks on the cotton with the Guinness in it and it makes him sleep through that. They want their first night to be like a good night's sleep is what I've been told by this Irish lady I used to work with. And
incredible.
I'm like, oh, you just got a baby drunk. Is that what you're saying right now?
That's
Crazy.
literally it. Gorgeous. Well, listen, we got a lot of, I want to ask you more stuff, but let's do some fucking questions. We'll have you back.
Get into it, man.
We'll talk. We'll ask more about we'll get more into your life in a later interview. But what are we drinking?
A little coffee.
Oh, okay.
A little bulletproof coffee. No big deal.
Why don't we go ahead and take some fucking questions from and get Evan's input, everyone. Let's hear it. Ralph, roll the first motherfucking question for us.
Hey, Stav. So, I have a big issue. Whenever I try to jack off in my room, my cat always tries to attack my dick. If you have any, solutions to that, please let me know. Thanks, Stav.
Damn. Every time your cat tries to attack your dick, huh? Has this ever happened to you, Evan?
Why did I expect a normal question, man? Why did I expect a normal question?
Has this ever happened to you?
Me? No. No.
Dog ever?
Never. No. And I'm a dog guy, so it only would have happened with a dog. But no.
I don't feel like a dog would attack your dick. How little is this guy's dick?
It makes sense that a cat would, though. It does.
I like to think
it looks like a little cat toy that you're playing. You know what I mean?
Or maybe this guy's dick is so small and so pink, it looks like a laser dot, a laser pointer every time he takes it out.
Oh man.
Well, first, obviously, you gotta lock the cat out of your room. That's step number one.
Step one, out with the cat.
What about when you fuck? Does the cat attack when you fuck? Because if not, then maybe your cat's gay. Does it?
Could be a gay cat, which hell yeah,
cat. Yeah, that would be tight.
Hell yeah.
I'm just gonna say, lock the cat out of the room. Why are you jacking off with your cat in the room? Are you a masochist? Do you want those little scratches on your dick?
I think it's like fool me once, shame on cat.
Yeah. Absolutely. The first
fool
time,
me 10 times, like get the cat out. That's your problem, dude. That's you.
100%. Get that fucker out of there, pal. Easy.
Yeah. Get it out.
All right. Yeah, that's an easy one, Ralph. Thanks. Give us the next one, baby boy.
Hey, Stav, it's Willie from Mississippi. Goddamn, I've been getting a lot of spam calls recently, and I like fucking with those spam caller people, but normally I just say, like, oh, I'm gay, my dick is small, but that seems kind of like a stale bit at this point.
Sure.
Do you have any advice on how to fuck with spam callers? Thanks, man.
I would just not answer, man. I don't know. You got to do pranks on these people. If you had to, I don't know. What would you say, Evan? What's a nice way to fuck with a spam caller?
I don't know. Maybe like try and pretend you're someone else in the office, because it's like an office of 70 people, and maybe pretend like you accidentally called your employee.
Yeah. Or you could be like, look to your right.
Yeah.
This is very funny. You like you like what you're doing, Michael? Look to your right. Ask him what his name is. Like, oh, hello, Michael. I've been expecting your call. It's like, what? And then like, look to your left. It's like, that was me. And then it's like, wait, who was you? Yeah, that's good. Pretend that's one. You could say your wife just died and but you're ready to get back out there and try and fuck whoever called you. Or you could say your husband just died. That's kind of taking I'm gay and my dick is small to the next level. How are you gay? How you know what I'm saying? And you're gay. You're gay because you're gay in the way that you're a widower, but you're also horny. So that's something you could actually. That's kind of that's an avenue I would go down as well.
Yeah, get more creative, dude.
Yeah,
get a little more creative.
Get a little more creative. Pull your cock out. Yeah. Just take a call with your dick out. It'll feel different for you. It's not gonna.
Yeah, it'll get other energy going.
It'll kickstart something in your head with your dick.
You change something in your environment, man. You'd be surprised what it does to your creativity.
Yep. So I would say if you're not gonna just block the number every time it calls, that's what I would say to do. Give us another one, Ralphio.
Yo, Stav, I was trying to hook up with this girl, but she wouldn't fuck me because she was vegan and she said that she'd only date dudes that didn't eat meat. So I quit eating meat, but I think she wouldn't fuck me because I'm ugly, really. She just didn't want to say that. So, I mean, I'm still vegan and I feel good and I'm kind of tight, but now regular girls don't want to fuck me either because they feel guilty about eating chicken and shit. So I don't know what I should do.
This man is so ugly it improved his life.
Being unfuckable made him do something for animals as a whole. Dude, I mean, is there a better blessing that could come? That's fantastic, dude. Congratulations.
Congrats, man. Honestly, you're winning right now. That's incredible. A lot of people are probably watching this fucking show are unfuckable and they're not stopping factory farming in one way or another. Okay? Their soft chin and sunken eyes aren't saving any piglets' lives. But you, that's how fucked up looking you are. That there's a baby chick that isn't getting its fucking neck crushed because of how bad your jawline is.
Because you're so unfuckable, she couldn't even say you're unfuckable. She had to say it was for me.
It's an ethical dilemma.
I mean, no, truthfully, man, I think you're gonna find your vegan soulmate now. And this lady was just this Trojan horse, if you will, of you finding the love of your life, dude. So. Yeah.
And by the way, I believe you're ugly because imagine going vegan for pussy. Imagine how little pussy you must get if you're like, yeah, I could change my whole life.
Yeah, I'll change my entire life and stop doing everything I enjoy. I assume you enjoyed meat, Yeah. That's tough, man.
Well, okay, here's the thing. I agree with Evan. You're going to find your little vegan soulmate or not vegan, whatever. You like it, you're feeling good, stick with it. I would have been eating those fucking wings out of spite immediately. I would have gone and gotten veal the second she didn't fuck me after I was vegan. I would have been like, where's your most tortured baby calf? I'd like to eat it raw, please. I like to bite into it while it's still alive.
Yeah.
But I'm also going to let you in a little secret. Those girls that aren't fucking you aren't doing it because they're guilty about eating meat, okay? This just happened to you, buddy. No. Okay? You're falling for it again? You think?
It's just the flip situation, my
Just
man.
the yin and the yang of how unfuckable you are.
Oh, fuck.
But you will listen. You sounded upbeat, okay? You sound like you understand what you look like. You're not lying to yourself, and that's part of what you need to start getting pussy. And it'll happen for you. And I believe in you. And congratulations on the new veganism.
I mean, Stav is missing a tooth, and he gets laid, and he's never changed his diet to do so.
I never have. I was dating a vegan girl back in the day, and I momentarily stopped eating only pork, and that lasted just a couple weeks. And it was only because of guilt, but it was long after we had already been dating. So,
well, that's different.
I'll never change my whole diet.
Somebody who you were maybe into. That's not bad.
I tried. Anyway, congratulations on the veganism and good luck, my friend. Next question, Big Ralph.
Hey, Stav. This is Logan from Ohio. One of my buddies is getting married coming up in August, and I just bought a really dope-ass Adidas black tracksuit, and I'm hoping to wear it to the wedding. But my wife's being a real bitch about it and saying I can't wear it. What's your advice? What should I do? How should I try to resolve this? Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I think you got to leave your wife. I think that's really the only solution, Logan.
I forgot I was talking to the godfather of tracksuits. I was going to say be respectful. To the wedding,
no, clearly you're right, Evan. He's
Yeah, I would say be respectful to the wedding.
Be respectful to the wedding.
Yeah.
Does he want? It's one thing if the bride and groom are like, we're doing a tracksuit wedding, but if they're like regular dress and you show up in a fucking a dope tracksuit is still not a wedding attire as much as I'd love it to be. Yeah. And it doesn't sound that dope, but it sounds like it sounds like a basic black and white Adidas tracksuit. So
it sounded pretty basic, man.
Yeah.
And if it's not like you said, like a goofy wedding where like white people come out to like Hotline Bling and they do like a tracksuit dance beforehand, then
of course.
Just be respectful.
You can have the tracksuit on deck if it's a hotel, if it's a destination wedding. There's probably going to be a part of where everybody goes back to the hotel bar, and maybe that's when you come down with your fucking tracksuit. But you can't.
Also, once you start dancing, the rules are gone. Like you can do whatever you want. It'd be hilarious actually if you dressed the part for the wedding and were respectful to the ceremony. Then as soon as the party started, you went in the bathroom, came out in the tracksuit. Yeah. Now you're king of the dance.
Absolutely. I would say save it to when things go buck wild, like after speeches, after dinner.
Yeah.
Then go tracksuit, but that is a possible move.
That's your punchline you have in your back pocket.
Right. You don't want to blow your load too early.
No, and personally, I can't wait for it to completely bomb and nobody's.
Everyone's like, "What the fuck?
What are you fucking?"
Why is Logan wearing a tracksuit? What is he coaching a fucking junior high basketball game? So don't wear a tracksuit to a wedding, but I think you knew that, Logan.
You knew that.
You knew that. Let's keep him rolling, Ralphie.
Hey, Stav. I was in my friend's wedding a few months ago, and I think he's gay.
Nice.
Like, he's been my best friend since we were children, like 11, 12, and he kind of looks like you. I kind of think he's
I don't know about
gay.
All that. What? Okay. Hang up on this, man.
Shut up, bitch!
Silly.
He's done. I don't appreciate a malnourished vampire calling into my show and calling me gay. Sounds like you've been in a gutter feeding off rats and squirrels because you couldn't feed on any humans for centuries.
I love the idea that like he was marrying a man, but he just still hasn't figured it out. Like his friend's been trying to come out to him for years. He's like, "No, I'm gay." Like, I know you're the happiest friend I have, dude. Like he's at the wedding, he's like making out with the dude that just said I do. Like,
what the fuck is this?
Gay. Yeah. I think my friend's gay. Yeah, that was just a chance to put a dig on you, man. I'm not going to support that.
That was one of the creepiest calls I've ever gotten too. You hear that little fucked up laugh he did?
That was weird, man.
He was brutal, yeah. So yeah, fuck that guy. And it is like a situation where one of your best friends gets married to a woman and you think he's gay is interesting, but that's not what we had here, unfortunately.
No, this was a bit. He was trying to bit
gone horribly wrong.
Stavvy baby, and it went bad.
That bombed and actually play it for a second, Ralph. Play the beginning of his call.
Hey, Stav. I was in my friend's wedding a few months ago, and I think he's gay. Like,
shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up and never call back, you fucking piece of shit. Next question, please, Ralph.
Hey, Stavvy baby. This is Jamie from Arizona. And so I just need some advice. I started hanging out with one of my coworkers the other day, and, you know, I think something's starting to go on between us. But she still has a boyfriend, and they have problems all the time. And I don't know where my place is in this. Like, should I be a homewrecker? Should I just wait it out? Should I just avoid the situation entirely? You know, I would just love it if you could help me out on this one, bro. Thank you.
Of course.
That's tough, man.
Yeah.
It's legitimately tough. You say homewreckers, so I don't know if they're living together. That makes it worse for sure.
Definitely makes it worse.
You know, also, if she's in a relationship and she's talking to you about how bad that relationship this whole time, she might not be good in your relationship if you have one day.
Let's play devil's advocate. Who's talking about a relationship here, Evan? Look, my man might just want to get his little prick sucked.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
It depends. It depends what you're trying to do here, because Evan is correct. First of all, there's nothing good is coming of this, okay? You have to decide if getting pussy from this woman is worth whatever headaches happen. We're talking, worst case scenario, her boyfriend kills you.
That's the first place my brain went. Number one.
Yeah.
Number one, it went to murder. I've been watching Unsolved Mysteries, and I imagine you as an unsolved mystery.
Right.
Because you disappeared in the lake one time, and there's no trace of it. And there's stories about your boyfriend, but we can't really confirm it. That's where my heart went, and so I would say to stay away.
Having said that, how hot is she? You know, because personally, now I see what Evan's saying. It's worse if they're married, or if they're living together, all this stuff. Having said all of that, it doesn't sound like this relationship is good, right? And you're real more than it, you could see it as God acting through. You're a conduit for the Lord's will here. You know, maybe she's using your dick as an exit strategy. A lot of people who are cowards have to cheat their way out of relationships. She could be a coward that you could be doing her a favor. But you're putting yourself in harm's way, and it could go bad. And it also sounds like you're catching feelings here, which is somewhere you definitely don't want to be.
That's why I went right to relationship. I could tell that this guy has some feelings.
He does have some
it,
feelings.
You know, you're talking to a feelings guy.
Totally.
You know, I wasn't into the train stuff when I was little because I was a feelings guy.
Of course.
And these are dangerous feelings, and my brain went to murder.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I'll say if you really care about her and you want a relationship with her, then what you have to say is you have two options. Either ignore all that and fuck her and hope it works, and it won't, or have a conversation with her and be like, look, I really care about you. I like you a lot, but you got to be out of this relationship for anything to happen between us. That seems hard because it seems like you don't get that much pussy, and it seems like you like her. And I've been there before. I've been in this exact environment. My first serious relationship, I was basically you, where I just kind of waited along until she broke up with this guy. She cheated on him with me a couple times, and then we went right into our relationship, and it felt horrible. It did not feel good because you have to like hide it at first for a little bit, and it's just kind of weird. It feels bad, and it won't ultimately probably work out. But if you're fucking in love, you're gonna convince yourself that you are the exception to the rule, and let me tell you right now, you are not. So
right, but you couldn't have been told that when you were younger. You know what I mean?
Right.
I couldn't have been. Stuff, because if you are caught up and you think it's love, there's literally nothing you're gonna hear on a Blues Clues podcast.
Right, but I was 20 though. This man might be a little older.
You might be a little older.
I was 20
Maybe
and I had
open.
And I had yet to fuck, so I was really trying to fuck her. So there was a lot of variables. But that's the situation there, Poppy. So good luck with everything. Next one, please, Ralphie.
Hey, Stav. How's it going, man? I love the show. My question's about actually my sister. Love her to death, but she's dating just this absolute fucking loser. My whole family hates him.
Yikes.
He's a total piece of shit, but she loves him for some reason. My question's about how do I make this guy fucking disappear? I don't know. Like, she loves him to death, and I want to support her, you know? I want her in my life, but this guy is really fucking worth nothing, you know? And I want her in my life, you know? I don't want to turn her away and make her feel alienated, but this guy is basically just an absolute wart on an ass.
Damn.
And I want to know how I can keep her in my life without, you know, alienating her completely, telling her that, yeah, she's dating just an absolute fucking worthless dog shit piece of fucking ass. Any thoughts are appreciated. Thank you very much. Love the show again. You're awesome, man. Thank you very much.
No worries, buddy. Damn. How funny would it be, by the way, if he just meant, like, his family was racist and she was dating a black guy? And that's when he was just like, he's saying all this, and he's like a black guy in, like, dental school. And he's like,
really nice, dude.
It's just, this is a great guy.
Dude, I don't want her out of my life. That flag means something different to me, dude. And like, he sounds like a good brother, man. And it was really horrifying when he said, "I want to make him disappear." That was really scary. Don't make him disappear. You can't make him disappear, especially these days with forensics the way that they are. And I would just, dude, it sucks. That's like life. I mean, sometimes it becomes your stepmom, a woman, you know, a person like that, or your stepdad, or he might become your brother-in-law, you know?
Right.
And
it's hard though, also because you didn't say what's wrong with him.
Exactly. I wanted him to say it. You know. That's why it sounds like he might be like a Hispanic guy. You know. He didn't say like this dude is clearly cheating on her. Like,
right,
you know, he's gonna be like, well,
he's abusive.
Sure. Like,
he's got a temper. All that. He didn't. He just he's clearly a piece of shit. So it is hard. But let's just say, for sake of argument, that this guy, whatever your read on this guy is right. You just have to be supportive of your sister and kind of like be there for her. Try and stay in conversation, stay in contact. You know, you don't want to be the one who's rude to this person, to her boyfriend. If he's such a piece of shit, he'll probably be the asshole. He'll be rude. You can react when somebody is being rude to you, but you don't want to be the guy that's you don't want to be the one with bad behavior, because then it completely undermines your entire point and argument about this guy.
Suck,
right.
You know?
Then you're just a piece of shit too.
Yeah. And then it starts to put a wedge because they are in a relationship, and it's like just gonna put a wedge. But if you keep being a good guy and like you're the type of person that's just there to hear her out when she does want to talk about the fact that he sucks, and like if it's an abusive thing or if it's a cheating thing, like you should probably like look into how to actually help her, like professionally, or just finding proof or whatever, that we don't. But if it's just him being a piece of garbage, he also might not just be a complete piece of garbage. Like I know some people who seem like assholes, but when you really sit down and talk with him, you're like, oh, there's redeemable qualities.
Right,
there,
right.
And he might not be meant on this earth to be your buddy, but could possibly be meant to be her boyfriend right now, at least. And so, just supporting your sister is more important than anything.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that's a slam dunk there, Everino. We do another one, Evan? What do you say, buddy boy?
Let's get into it.
Let's do another one, Ralphie. Get us with it. Let's do two more, and let's make sure they're fucking bangers. Or the best we got left.
Hot ones.
Stavvy, baby, how are you? Long time cum boy, first time caller.
I have a situation. So, based on Corona, I'm looking at the future, and my poor mother lost her job. And I'm thinking of the inevitability that she's going to be kicked out of her apartment, which is unfortunate, but not the reason I'm calling. So naturally, being the good son, I'm going to invite her to live with me until she can get back on her feet. Now, here's the problem. I'm a fucking almost 36-year-old man who's going to be living with his mom. And even though the dynamic is sort of different, I'm feeling really insecure about getting back out there and dating and being like, well, listen, for the time being, technically, my mom lives with me. But I don't know. I'm just feeling sketchy about it. I need some advice from the Hard Dick Warrior about how to handle this, how to finesse it.
Of course.
Love you, baby. Talk to you later.
All right. Well, here's what you're going to want to do immediately. You got to make the decor of a 36-year-old dumbass. All right? They got to believe that there's no way a self-respecting woman would live here. I'm talking Funko Pops. I'm talking fucking...
Futon.
Yeah, Boondock Saints posters. It's got to look like shit in there, okay? So and what you're doing there is making yourself out to be a guy with no taste who is supporting his mother rather than a guy who's lying about actually moving in with his mom. Okay?
Dude.
That is my main advice.
It's also gonna be the hottest thing in the world to girls that you're taking care of your mom. Like it's the hottest. I think it's the hottest thing they can possibly think of.
Yeah.
And the worse your house looks, the more to it's that you're putting your mother first, and that's gonna be like the hottest thing in the world to them. I think it's great that you're doing what you're doing. And get Boondock Saints posters. I'd say get like a some sort of like neon lamp that says the world is yours.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Big time.
For sure.
Yep. You want a Red Hot Chili Peppers, but like the Danny California signed Danny California, like the single.
Get a gaming chair, dude.
Gaming chair for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah.
In fact, at your dining room table, five gaming chairs. You have a dining room table with 5 gaming chairs around it. Yeah.
And no one ever occupies the other 4. It looks like the saddest gamer of all time. Yeah. The guy who had hopes to make 4 more friends one day, but it never happened.
But yeah, man, you're just gonna have to be upfront about it. And also, there's the possibility that while your mom's getting on your feet, you might not be getting that much pussy. That's a reality, also. But that's part of the sacrifice. Exactly.
Yeah. But you're a good man, dude.
You're a good guy. You're a good guy, and you know what? You should, if things work the way they should, you'll be rewarded with pussy. In fact, women owe you sex.
That's the pussy gods, dude.
Yeah.
That's how they operate.
The pussy gods.
That's how they operate.
Absolutely. All right, let's do a fucking nice big grand finale, Ralph. Hit us with a nice one.
Hey, Stav, this is Sam in Minneapolis. I just got out of a 7-year relationship. I feel like Tinder and all that stuff first became a thing, like right as I started dating this girl. Never had any online dating experience. Now that I'm single, I'm wondering, what is your advice? Because it's the internet, I can't take it seriously. So I'm constantly sabotaging every conversation with irony poisoning. But what else should I not be doing, and what should I be doing? Thanks.
Yeah, it's because you can't take it seriously. It's not that you have no fucking game. You're like, I can't. You're like, oh, it's the internet. I can't take it seriously. The way I go to work, the way I connect with everybody else, the way I do all my shopping. The internet is, what the internet is, man. It's completely mainstream to fuck off there. But listen, it's all right. What you should do is you just gotta look as cute as you can. All right, don't take any swings with too much irony. Don't drop any ironic slurs in the Tinder box. I'll tell you that much. Be a cute
slurs,
guy.
Period. I would say. Yeah.
Be a cute guy. Slurs. Stay away from the slurs. Big time.
Yeah.
Just be a cute kid, and I would say keep it sort of. Well, I guess it's hard now because it's fucking Corona, but try and meet up if you can, as soon as you can. Don't talk too much, because you want at least the talking to be informed by your real relationship in real life. I get that. I don't know, man. You just gotta fucking The truth is, the internet will just reward you. It really is about your looks. I mean, it's hard to fuck off of personality off of dating apps. I will hand up. I will admit that my numbers on Tinder are nowhere near as good as meeting somebody in real life. Not even close.
Mm-hmm. You have beautiful skin. You have beautiful skin.
Thank you.
I get told that by girls when I post like a picture with me with you. They're like, your friend has beautiful skin. I got that multiple times when I posted like a picture with me and you. Like this line producer I work with, she was like, your friend has beautiful skin.
I know. The Lord bless me. He wrapped a shit package in beautiful wrapping paper. That's what I am.
You got beautiful wrapping paper, dog.
I got beautiful wrapping paper.
Beautiful shiny wrapping paper. So take your strengths and lead with that. Mm-hmm. And also, I'm not the guy to give the advice here because I've been in a relationship for a very long time before the internet existed, maybe.
Yeah.
And I never was in dating apps. They seem stressful. They seem cold.
Mm-hmm.
So just be prepared for a couple cold interactions.
You'll have a lot of cold interactions. But here's the other thing: not taking it too seriously isn't the worst thing in the world either. Because you know what, your instincts are sort of right. I know I mocked you in the beginning, but it's like, it doesn't matter the way an in-person conversation matters. I'm not saying don't be respectful to these women, but you know, it is true, unfortunately, that getting a big key in getting pussy is being aloof. And so if you're a little aloof because you don't really give a fuck, that's fine. Just don't act like it's a fucking come town message board. That's all I can tell you.
Like going into an audition and you don't give a shit, and they're like, "Who was that guy? He didn't give a shit."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's gonna help you. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Spot on, Stavvy.
And ultimately, more than anything, it's, what do you look like? It sounds like you're probably a fine-looking guy. I don't know. So that's it.
He sounds pretty fucking hot to me.
He sounds hot as shit to Evan.
He sounds smoking, dude.
Yeah. So don't sabotage yourself by being like, "Oh, I can't take it seriously." Give an earnest effort, and you'll probably and you'll be there. You'll be doing the best you can in no time. I think that's gonna do it for the questions. Evan, thank you so much, brother. Thank you for doing the show. Nailed it.
Of course.
We gotta have you back.
Helped. We helped some beautiful young lives today.
We did. We absolutely did. We gotta have you back. We can have much more. Many more. There's more to interview and more questions to get to help these people.
Absolutely, we'll get back into GameStop.
Got to get back into the more.
That's the main.
I got to hear more about the GameStop.
More GameStop coverage.
Scams. But thank you so much, buddy.
Yeah.
We should have talked about it earlier. I'm sorry, I fucked up. I was so enthralled by our conversation, but you got an album out these motherfuckers should go buy?
Oh yeah, man. It's called It's All Embarrassing. And it's everywhere, Spotify, iTunes, and all that stuff. And you can just type it in, or you can follow me at It's Evan Williams. I link it all over the place.
Oh yeah, brother. Yeah,
good time.
A lot of good Coke. There's some Coke bits in there, folks.
There's some Coke bits in there.
So if you like this, if you like a little taste of Evan, come get the whole motherfucking thing on It's All.
Get that whole pie, baby.
Get that whole motherfucking pie. But thank you so much, dude. I appreciate it. And, have fun over there in Los Angeles. Love you.
All right, man.
Say hi to the wife. Mwah.
Will do. Take care.
See you, buddy. I appreciate you guys for watching. Check out Evan's fucking album. It's so fun. He's so funny. I've seen all the jokes in person. He's one of my favorites. Moved to LA. He timed it right. He moved to LA right before the pandemic. Not trapped in this fucking shithole. But anyway, please call in, everyone. Appreciate you. You guys are fucking cuties.